He did it. He finally did it. Triple H pushed the button. Dwayne Johnson pushes the button. John Cena, after 20 plus years, finally turns heel. What does this mean for WrestleMania? What does this mean for the storyline? A bunch of things to unpack. I'm going to keep it real. You know, when WWE is producing some crap, I'm going to call it out. With WWD, I can't even, sorry, y'all know how I get flabbergasted, man. With WWE did at Elimination Chamber, the storytelling, the writing, the bringing everybody up to the climax, to the end of the show, throwing the curveball, having the balls for John Cena last year in the WWE for him to be heel. Man, this it needed creatively, man. We all know we've been struggling week after week with a 3-hour SmackDown that we're going to touch on a little bit later. Raw on Netflix has been some of the worst shows imaginable. Down to the Elimination Chamber. It was looking like a guaranteed mid pay-per-view. From 1 out of 10, I got to give this pay-per-view about an 8, man. Maybe a 9. John Cena going heel is something that's going to be remembered for all time. We're going to be comparing that to when Hulk Hogan went heel, when he joined the NWO. I think that was at Starrcade. When Stone Cold went heel, which was horrible. When he joined with Vince McMahon, I think that was WrestleMania 17, I believe. Man, it's a lot to break down. Was it the right decision? If you ask me, I'm going to tell you right now, because we're fresh off of it. I didn't get a chance to sink in. I didn't get a chance to really think about anything. This is going straight off the top. I'm going to see y'all right back after Raw, when Raw go off, after I have a few days. But this is off the top, my fresh thoughts. I think it was a good idea creatively. We needed a curveball. We needed some type of something to talk about, man. Creatively, WWE has been suffering, and it shows in the viewership. I know a lot of y'all come on my comments and say, why you keep complaining and this and that? It's because it's trash. It's horrible. It's boring. I want WWE to put out the best product they can. And it hasn't been happening, quite frankly. But what they did tonight, they just embarked on a road to some great momentum, saving WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. It looked like it was going to be a guaranteed flop. WrestleMania 41 has been rejuvenated. They put the beep, boom, the shocking things in the hospital. They put that on WrestleMania 41, revived it back to life. Now, where do we go from here? I don't know, but it's going to be very interesting. I'm not going to lie, the whole selling your soul, The Rock, and all of that stuff, it came off a bit weird. We didn't know where it was going. And now we got a lot of questions answered. And what's going on with this watch? We see this Rolex come up again. You know, is that Dusty Rhodes watch that was gifted to him? That John Cena decided to put on his knuckles and put some of Cody Rhodes' blood on that? I'm pretty sure it was. Now, I can't say it was a 10 out of 10 because they barely really beat Cody Rhodes up. I mean, he hit him with the title a couple times. He hit him with the weight belt about 4 or 5 times. I think less than 5. And then he also hit him with the microphone. So it wasn't the worst beating ever. To be quite frank, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they took a worse beating in a unsanctioned match tonight. But that didn't matter. What matters in pro wrestling is the storytelling. The storytelling that happened tonight was second to none. Once again, Triple H, I feel like he has these moments where he does a great job, man. He give us these moments where it's like, all right, the payoff is there. But he's so stuck on long-term booking, it's like the consistency has to be there also. You know, we're a lot of us that's in the comments and we're talking about this, bro. We're watching this show every week, week in, week out. 5 to 6 to 7 hours of just wrestling content. And when most of it is just skippable, it's very frustrating, man. So I just hope Triple H just keep the consistency going from here, because this is a good place to start as far as momentum going into WrestleMania 41. Now we're going to touch on a few other things that happened tonight. Jade Cargill in a return. Now, we didn't see her in the match yet, but I'm telling you right now, her mechanics, she's been showing. Just in that little segment alone was just perfect. No botches. The storytelling was there. The face expressions was there. Bianca Belair going to WrestleMania to face Rhea Ripley. We all know Rhea Ripley going to beat Io Sky. It's going to be Rhea, Bianca Belair. It's going to be a classic. But her acting that night was just above and beyond. We always like to, give girls flack of the lack of acting and just the lack of believability, I should say, in a lot of their segments. Bianca Belair hit it out the park. Her versus Rhea Ripley will go down in WrestleMania history. I'm calling it. It will go down as a classic. Are we getting Jade versus Naomi? I think we might as well. That was set up. You know what I mean? That's an easy storyline for them to go back and forth up until WrestleMania. WrestleMania 41 is shaping to be something very interesting. What else we got? Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, they had a classic, man. But no one was really surprised. If you watched them in Ring of Honor and just NXT and watched them over the years, they always had these classic matches. They took it to another level. I expected it. They in Toronto. You got the unsanctioned match. You got the referee out there with no WWE logo. You got refs getting beat up. You got people getting put through double tables, barbed wire, steel chairs. Man, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn was a great one, but my thing is, where do we go from here, though? All right, yeah, they had a great match, but what's the story? Where do they go from here? Do they run it back at WrestleMania? We already had an unsanctioned match. Now, what are y'all going to do at WrestleMania? Maybe a ladder match? They can't just have any type of regular match. Or maybe they just do crazy feuds for the storyline in the weeks to come up. We'll see. I like that. What was going on with that? Randy Orton coming out. He's going to play a big part. Is it going to be a triple threat? We'll see. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people online that feel like CM Punk got screwed tonight. He's going to be facing Seth Rollins in WrestleMania. That was the original plan last year. And man, Seth and Punk will be a good match at WrestleMania. They're going to put on. I personally wanted to see Punk get his WrestleMania moment. I wanted to see Punk versus Cody. I wanted to see that bad, but I'm not going to lie. Did I want to see that over Cody versus Cena? Cody versus a heel Cena with The Rock in his corner? I don't think I could say that. As much as crazy as it sounds, man, I don't think I could say I will pick Cena and Punk versus Cena versus a heel. Hill Cena versus Cody. So that's going to be interesting how all of that goes down. Now, let me touch on SmackDown yesterday. SmackDown was a solid show yesterday, and they did something they really don't do in a lot of their shows, and that was tell a story all the way out. How R-Truth is chilling in the locker room with Cody Rhodes eating his food, and how CM Punk is trying to convince him, man, tell Rock to fuck off, man. And you got different people just trying to convince Cody Rhodes to either go with The Rock, The Miz, or don't go with The Rock. They sold a story throughout the night. It was like, I don't remember any meaningful matches. Matches that wasn't meaningful that night. It was a lot of meaningful things happening on SmackDown. That's how you book a 3-hour SmackDown. Now, I'm not going to give Road Dogg too much shit yet because I feel like I heard that he just got into the SmackDown creative realm of being head of SmackDown creatively, or being one of the heads. So I'm going to give him a few weeks, but they're on to the right step of turning that around. You know what I mean? We had one good SmackDown. The rest was horrible since it's been 3 hours. But, you know, let's just build on the momentum. That's all I'm about, man. Raw on Netflix has been failing. Around 2 million viewers globally. The show has just not been working. I've been trying to look up the top 10 shows on Netflix. It hasn't even been in there. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong list. I'm not seeing Raw on Netflix as a top 10 things people are watching on Netflix. That is a very, very huge concern for WWE. Now, with Cena going heel, the final boss in his corner, this gives it a time for everything to be turned around. The viewership could go up. I say another 1 to 2 million at least. This is a very exciting time for WWE, man. Can they turn the ship around? I got faith in it, man. They had that card in the back pocket. I thought it was too late, but man, I'm very interested. Now, Cena, we don't want to see you take a back fucking seat and go heel that disappeared to WrestleMania. We need to see Cena, if not every week, at least every other week. We could deal with The Rock jumping in and out. But Cena needs to take this fucking heel character and really work it. This is your last year here? Cool. Work this fucking heel character all the way up to Las Vegas, WrestleMania 41. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to fucking lose my shit if Cena does this part-time shit when he turned heel. It's the time to click it on. It's full time. We don't even need to see you in the ring. We just need to see you giving Cody Rhodes hell week in and week out. Tell the story. Finish the story. You know what I mean? I'm going to see y'all in the comments, man. And, yo, I'm going to just say I've been appreciating everybody commenting, showing love, man. I've been trying my best to hit everybody back. Usually I do a good job of hitting everybody back, but sometimes it's a lot of comments to get to. And, you know, I don't like just sending generic stuff. I like to really read what y'all saying and give a thoughtful response. So keep on commenting. And even if it's like a week or 10 days or whatever, I'm going to respond to everything, man. I promise you, man. So keep on commenting. I'm going to see y'all in the comments. This is what I want to know, man. Was this the right move for Paul Levesque to turn John Cena heel on his last year? Was this the right move for Paul Levesque to have CM Punk wait potentially another year to get his WrestleMania moment? Those, I feel like, are the two biggest questions that's being answered. And that's being asked, I should say. I'm all over the place, man. This is incredible. I'm so excited for Raw on Netflix. I'm gonna see you on Raw on Netflix, and yeah, man, we got a lot of things that need to be answered, man. Tap in, holla at me in the comments. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bow.